Never underestimate the power of dreams and the influence on the human spirit. If your ship doesn't come in, swim to meet it. On this note, I would like to welcome you to the Entrepreneurship Moguls right here on Perfect Living TV with me, Sandra Asante. It's so much captivating and thrilling to come your way with this show to help you set your business pace, strategize, and motivate you to earn the greatest space in the world with your talent and capabilities. I have one of the moguls in my studios, and I take a quick commercial break. I'll be back with more. You're welcome back from the break. Thank you so much for staying with us. We'll be speaking to Mr. Senyo Dovi to give insight on what residual income is. So let's get talking. Hello, sir. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Okay. So we would like to know how you interpret residual income in your terms.
Well, once again, I want to say thank you to my friend who brought me here to at least share the little I know. I'm not going to say I'm a guru in whatever I'm going to say. I'm not going to say what I'm about to say. It's the final say. That's with the books I read, the things I learned. Those are some of the ideas and the understanding I deduce from them. So when we talk about residual income from all angles, you should equally know that there's other types of residual income. Other types of income.
Okay.
So you need to know what the other types are first. Let's say active income. Active income is an income you go to work, you do something actively, you need to be there at a particular point in time. Without you being there, you will not be paid. So you are paid for the hours you put in. So if you are not there, there's no income. That is why if you don't go to work, you don't get paid. When you let me say you refuse to go to work for 2, 3, 4 days, you'll be served a query. Yes, because you need to be there for you to put in. And otherwise, people will say you sell your time for money. Because some people, it's not about what you do. So far as you are in the office, 8 hours, you are done. You clock in, you clock out. So it becomes active. So residual income, in terms people run it passive income.
Okay.
Passive in the sense that if you do something once and then you are no more there, you still get paid for it. Let me say, assume the whole building here is not for your company. Okay, the person who put up this building did that once.
Okay.
But he or she will keep getting paid for it, so it becomes residual. And when you read, I'm an engineer, so from the perspective of an engineer, let's take this bottle for example. When you drink the water or you pour it off, the little that is left behind or in, we can say that's the residual.
Okay.
In my field as an aviation personnel, after draining maybe a fuel tank from the aircraft, they will say, let's go drain the residual fuel or oil. So the little that left, so let me take it that you are being paid after your job. When you spend on all the things you need to buy, bills you need to pay, this is for the layman to understand. If you still have something left, become residual. That is why a lot of people don't have, because their expenses outweigh the income. So basically, if you don't have an income source that doesn't demand your presence, but the money still comes or the income still comes, then you don't have.
Okay. So
residual income.
Why is residual income important?
Great. Residual income is very, very important. In fact, it's no more a luxury, it's a necessity. Because when you take a look at your life, even your body created by God, you have 2 eyes, 2 hands. In fact, your fingers are many.
I know.
2 legs, Example again, let's take the table, this table here. How strong will a table be if it's having one leg as compared to two legs?
That's true.
The more the legs,
Yeah.
the more stronger it becomes.
Yes.
So if you have a table with 4 legs, 5 legs, it's stronger.
The strength is there.
Now you have multiple bills. Multiple bills demands multiple source of income.
Exactly.
You cannot use, the reason why we struggle a lot is because we are using only one source of income to take care of a lot of bills, which you can't do away with. You need to pay school fees. If you are a lady like yourself, very beautiful, you need to buy your makeup kits, you need to, in fact, for a lady to dress and come out alone, it's a lot of bills on its own.
Yes.
So if you don't have multiple source at this point in time, one source could be taking good care of you, but you get to a point where you need to transit. If you are a guy, you get to a place where you are going to marry, you give birth to kids, you are aspiring to have your own car, you don't want to always be in a trust. Your mom, your family, if you have kids, especially in our community, if you have too many sisters,
you have to deal with them all one by one.
You understand. So if you get to a place where you are not looking to that direction again, they will think that, oh, because of your girlfriend, your wife, you are no more. But they don't understand that same income source is the one taking care of everything. That is why it is becoming a necessity. Don't forget about your legacy, that of your kids, that of your wife. I hope you get the point. That is why we need to end putting yourself aside, your community, humanity. You take a look at certain things in your community, you wish, but wish, you can't take a wish to the bank.
It's true.
You can't take a wish to Kolebu and say, oh, let's operate on that little boy with...
I'm here with my wish.
So let's operate on.
Yeah.
Nobody will listen to you.
Okay.
That is why it's necessary for...
Okay. I would like to know what motivated you to get involved with residual income.
Anytime I hear this question, or maybe somebody wants to know why residual income, why I'm so passionate about residual income, I smile because you don't need to wait for external motivation if you are born in Africa. Africa, Ghana, I don't need somebody to motivate me. I don't need anything to motivate me. My motivations are the daily problems. See the way I was coming here. And then in my little community, my personal life, are you where you want to be in life?
I'm still going.
You are still going.
Yes.
So that one is enough motivation. I have the dream to help people. I cannot. Like I said, we can't take wish to Kolebu to go and serve people.
Yeah.
So my motivation comes from, I want to help somebody, but I cannot. It go way beyond even the income, but the purpose.
Okay. I would like to know, how do you handle or deal with adversity and doubts? Because people might be saying it's real, it's not real. How do you deal with this remarks?
Well, anything you do, people will surely doubt it. Jesus was doubted. I'm a Christian.
Okay.
I believe in Christ. He was doubted so many times. Even if you are a Muslim, Muhammad is still being doubted. If you are a Hindu, whatever faith you have, those are the people we take our inspirations from. So people doubt me every day, everywhere you go. People doubt you on different bases. Maybe your friends. One, they are doubting you not to leave them behind. Two, they might not want you to be successful. So when they doubt me, you keep calm, you pray about it, you have your vision, you are seeing where you are going. I hope you get the point. What I'm seeing, you are not seeing it. So I have to educate you. So even you are doubting me, I'll take it as just a matter of time. You will buy into it.
Okay.
Or there are people who must doubt you for you to go. Doubts are my motivation as well.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
So you just keep cool, you pray about it. You listen to things that will uplift your spirit. Musics that will uplift your spirit, speeches that will uplift your spirit,
Not the ones
and
that will
not
make you
that
down.
good.
Yeah.
I don't listen to certain radio stations because it's either they are talking about something bad in the community, in my country, in the world.
Okay.
They will never tell me anything good to be excited about.
Okay.
So it depends. The decision is yours. What you let in through your ears and your eyes will either uplift you or push you
Or
down.
push you down. From how passionate you are speaking, I can see and believe that you have a team that supports you. How did you build a team like that? I would like to know that.
Well, I want you to know that, in fact, everybody going to watching, everybody's listening. You cannot achieve anything big in life without a team. No matter how. If you can achieve your visions alone, it's too small.
Okay.
If you have a very big, huge vision, you need a team. Let me put your company again. You are talking, someone is on the set, someone will be doing editing, someone must be a receptionist. I hope you get the point. We need a very big team, resourceful, are ready to deliver. So I have a team of about 24, 25,000, which we are still building worldwide.
Well done.
Yes, so putting up a team is a very challenging one because there are people you are going to spend time training, not necessarily your money, but time, which you can never get back, but money we can get back.
Okay.
And along the line, on the journey to your vision or on the way, those same people, some will turn backbite you, to betray you.
It's inevitable.
It's normal. If like I said, Christ is my motivation, Christ is my source, Christ is my where a person I think about most. So I need to know what he passed through. He was betrayed, he was left behind, people spoke bad about him. He invested so much time teaching the same people. So my story will never be different. So these are some of the things I take around when I'm putting my team together. When you go online, you check, you read a lot of books, you have to get people with goal-oriented, blah, blah, blah. Everything is there. But the reality on the ground is that you should be ready to go through thick and thin, to identify people you want to move with, train them, that's the developmental stage, and then you deploy them. That's basically what I do. I identify, or let me say I discover. So I have a program I do, discovering, developing, and deploying leaders to become change agents.
Wow.
You cannot, you are not my employee, so I cannot dictate to you what to do, but I am sharing my vision with you. If you buy into it, you go with it. So my job is to identify you. I saw you maybe online, offline, in the church, the mosque, wherever, and become friends, create a relationship, get to a certain stage. I share my vision with you. If you are ready, I'll develop you, and when I think that you have what it takes, I'll deploy you to be the change agent.
Okay, I'll come back to you. Okay, thank you so much for still watching, but we'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be back with more. You're welcome back from the break. If you just tuned in, you are watching Entrepreneurship Moguls on PLTV with me, Sandra Asante. We'll be speaking with Mr. Dovi Senyo on residual income, and it's so exciting and educative. So, yeah, we are back again.
Thank you.
So, right now, I want to drill in your life. How it all started, how growing up, how it felt like. I want to know much about your life.
Wow.
Yeah.
For me, my life, if I want to tell my story, I don't think we'll live here, but for the purpose of this program,
Yes.
I want to say I was born in a village somewhere in the Wuta region. Okay. I always say on stages, on programs, that my village cannot be found on the map. So that's one of my motivations, to put my village on the map. Yes, unfortunately, my parents were not all that. In fact, they were broke. there were no work to do, and I was born in a farming community. So along the line, after JSS, I didn't went to JHS. I went to JSS. I had to stay back. So we were 7 in all. I followed twins, so that's the meaning of Dovi. In some languages, it's Stevia. So my elder brother, my elder sisters, the twins before me, and things got hard. After school, JSS, they have to go to SS, and I have to stay back, wait for them to finish. So at the age of 13, I left my village and came to Ashama. You know Ashama? When you mention Ashama, one of the good places in the country. So we came there. Normally, everybody want to move to the cities to look for an enemy. So my purpose was to come look for a job, whatever that would give me money to go back to school. As at that age, I came in. I have to get myself involved in a lot of activities, things I never learned, from shoe shine to track pushing. I went to the timber market to hold wood for people. Sometimes join the long tracks to carry blocks to new sites for people. So along the line, I raised some money out of all these up and downs. I went back to see my elder brother that I will be able to afford the form, the admission form. So if they can equally help me too. So I bought a form without having the guarantee that I have a school fees. That's why I always tell people that just do it. If you really want to wait for the time to be right, you will never be able to start. So I went to school having no hope that I will even finish. So along the line, I couldn't pay school fees, so I was sacked. Yes. In fact, I don't like mentioning the school's name, but I think I'll mention it on this show. I started from Sumenya Secondary Technical. My dream was to become a doctor. But in this part of our world, when you are growing, the economical factors around you will shape your dream. So I got to a place after 2 years when I wanted to go to the secondary school. I had to change to technical courses because I think that after secondary school I had no hope to go to any university. So after school I think I'll have something.
You wanted to learn a skill
so that I can hustle up, and one day if I'll be able to make it, I can go to the university. So when I got to the secondary school, my friends who were my mates in the JSS are now my seniors. I'm in Form 1, they're in Form 3. And they were the people who punished me the most. because they know me. It's like that. Who dealt with you. And along the line, around Form 2, 3, I was owing a lot of school fees, so I was sacked. So my brother, who is no more, he's late, my elder brother, he was admitted, met a friend in the hospital, have a connection, and then they got another school for me to go to St. Prosper's College. And I went there for just 1.5 years, registered with them to write my SSC.
Whoa, that's impressive.
So I also went there with the Ashama mentality to change certain things in the school on my own.
On your own,
I thought
your own beliefs.
I thought that some of the things in place will not let us pass our final exams. Yeah, so I always tell people, if you have the privilege, you have the advantage over other people, just pray to God and tell God that He should find a way for them. But the fact that your school is performing in the National Science and Maths quiz doesn't make the rest of the people dumb. I always tell some of my friends, if I have the privilege you have, I will not just go to the school participating in the quiz, but I will participate in the quiz myself. Because I know my worth, where I'm coming from. So after secondary school, there's something we normally say that when preparation meets opportunity, they become luck. Yes. So people think they are not lucky. It's not. No. I can give you an opportunity right here, but if you are not prepared, I will move it to them. That doesn't mean you are not lucky. And the acronym I normally use for lack is laboring under correct knowledge.
Whoa, living under correct knowledge. That's so impressive.
Yes. So
Thank you for teaching us today.
if you have the correct knowledge and the opportunity comes, you grab it.
You're there.
So after secondary school, through all those things, I was able to pass. Yeah, I never failed any paper.
Wow.
So I had no choice. So when I was looking out for end means, I don't have hope to that I can continue my university education unless maybe I go and work. So I saw in the papers that they were doing enlistment.
Wow.
So I tried one to go to the academy where they train commission officers. I didn't get, and then I saw a recruitment and I tried and I had that one. So went for the exams and I passed. In fact, certain things happened through the course, but same courage. What you want, you have to go for it. Speak it out, and then it will come to your reality. So I was able to pass out, work for some time, went back to. That was how come I had the privilege to be trained by the Air Force to be a flight engineer. Yeah, so
you must be a doctor, but you are great now.
Yes, but I still have the courage that one day I'll become a doctor.
Of course, it'll come true. So far as you've been able to go through all these life challenges, you'll get there.
Sure.
So
along the line, finish my basic course as a flight engineer in the Air Force, Accra. Then, about few years into service, we were nominated to go and study in Spain with Airbus Defense and Space. They manufacture military aircraft. In fact, they manufacture all type of aircraft. Most of Boeing 787 and other stuff, A380. There was a time one big aircraft came to Ghana, people were taking pictures. They manufactured that aircraft. So, but then, when you are chasing something, when you have a vision, it's sitting in there.
Yes.
Along the line, I will still be able to. That is where I said, no, I cannot just sit in this system thinking that's my last end. I need to go to university. Yes, so I was able to enroll in an university where I learned in the evening after work. It's hectic, but you have to sacrifice and do it.
We should be clapping for you because you did so well.
So throughout, I was able to graduate as well. I'm a first class student, but I did computer engineering in university. To now have 2 trips.
You see, you left with the doctor, then that will be the final one. Okay, so family life.
I have a family. Okay. Along the line in school, I met a very beautiful lady. Because I spend most of my time online, so I met her online on Facebook.
Facebook.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you are one of the people who social media has done really good things.
In fact, my business is based on social media. My life is lived on social media. I make money on social media.
Wow.
And I'm married from social media.
This is like a total impressiveness.
Yes, so we met on Facebook.
Okay.
Along that time I was in school. So I met a lot of ladies on Facebook. But because of where I'm coming from, I do friendship. Like I want to know you.
Yes.
I want to just network. One of the qualities of every successful business person is supposed to be. So I'll meet you. You can be in Sunyani. If I meet you on Facebook, I say I want to come and know you. I'll travel to Sunyani. So my wife was teaching somewhere in Kumasi, offering an hour drive.
Okay.
So met him, traveled to that place one evening to go and weekend to just go and see her and come back. Whether you are truly a woman. Yeah. So 2 years after. We dated for 2 years, and then she said yes. So we got married, have kids. A boy and a girl.
Oh, this is so beautiful. Okay, so how do you manage? How do how does your business affect your marriage life? Because this is a social media thing, then it means most of your time now working yourself. How does it affect your family life? Or how do you manage with family and business?
See, before you enter a relationship, you should understand each other. And if I told you I met a lot of ladies on social media. Yes, but most of them they are not buying into my vision. So I can't move with you. As at the same time schooling, doing business, and I met a lady. So you should know the number of minutes and hours I'm going to spend on you. My resources I'm going to spend on you. Give me money to do my hair, to do this. I don't even have school fees. But she ended up sometimes breaking her money box to help me pay my school fees and other stuff. So along the course, you could see that, oh no, this person knows where we are going. So she has all the so, and I know very well that if I don't do any other business, my salary can get me to where I want to get. That's how come the residual income. Read my researches. What type of businesses can I add to my work, my schedule? What type of services, products can I render to my community, and how? Are they on need base? Will people need it? Are they consumables? How quick would they call on me? Because people start businesses. You can go to a new site where they are doing constructions and go and be selling clothes, and nobody will buy. You sell food, maybe materials for working, and even that, those materials or whatever food you are even going to sell, you don't sell fried rice and stuff at a new site. So I'll take a look at my geographical location, the people around me, what do they need? That's how people blame the musicians and the movie, the actors and actresses. Sometimes I don't blame them. They know what the people like. So somebody who is playing music and play consciousness, you see that even you yourself, you will not know about the music. So along the line, you have to divert to give to the people what the people want to get. But if you have the purpose, you should drive on the purpose. So I added that, and I was able to read some few books and to know the minds of people who have been to where I want to be and what they did, their favorite stories. I don't read success stories. I don't like reading success stories. When I take me with despite Sam Dona, Terakoni, maybe Adokufo, these are the billionaires in my country. These are people who making Kenya, Japan. People into business, even Nam1, you see what is happening to him. Those are the stories I read.
Okay. I've been hearing you talking about books. So, which of the books you've read is the most favorite book, which has really helped you in terms of business?
I can't say one book. Yeah, okay. I can't say one book. I read. Every book you read, it depends why you are reading it.
Okay.
I read books on marriage. I read from that word Mill and other authors. But when it comes to money, when it comes to business, people who made the money and the book they read, how to start a business, like a book, this book.
Okay, the business of the 21st century.
You understand?
Okay.
It's this man, Robert Kiyosaki, from Rich Dad Poor Dad, who took my money. Why we want you to be rich? He wrote that book with Donald Trump. And then why A students work for C students. Okay. These are the things. Even the title alone should tell you.
Should bring something.
So I read and perspective from our own brother, Mr. Kwabena Dakun.
Okay.
He's a Ghanaian business. Okay. Some books from Amuapin. Yes. They shape my mind. Okay. So these are some of the books I read, listening to their produce. Okay.
Before we go, I would like you to give advice to people who are desperately want to be rich overnight.
Rich overnight?
Yes, rich overnight.
Do we have something like that?
Yeah, we do.
Rich overnight.
They're dying to get rich in the time they've set.
People are dying to get rich overnight. Mm-hmm. There's nothing like overnight success. It's night after night. Because night after night, night by night, you need to do certain things. When people are sleeping, you are reading. When people are sleeping or watching the movies, watching football team, their teams play, cheering up their football, you have to be cheering up your dreams. Reading, taking plans, working on your vision, identifying and discovering people who can be on that journey with you. You have to become focus to the extent that you become the focus. People have to say, what is it at all this guy is doing? That let's go, he will not go. Let's go and watch football, he will not go. You have to cut away, do away with certain class of people in your life. Else, you can never achieve anything tangible in life.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's nothing like get rich quick. There are systems you need to put in place, and if those systems are not in place, you can never be rich. And I always tell the youths that if you have that mindset, you end up frauding people, stealing, and if the law gets you, we will deal with you. You understand?
Deal with you, Kelly.
As per the rules and the rules. So there's nothing like overnight success. It's night by night, night after night.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining us. So we were speaking to Mr. Dovi Senyo about business and everything concerning business, and he's saying night after night, night by night, hard work and diligence, and your success will come in front of you. And I'll also add that do whatever you do with compassion, with passion, and don't forget never to compromise with your values and standards. This has been the Entrepreneurship Moguls on PLTV with me, Sandra Santo. My beautiful makeup was made by Hermanes. You can follow her on Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel. Put your comments there. We would gladly read and advise you on that. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you some other time. Thank you. Bye.